Welcome to this week's edition of the Pioneer Coaching Show presented by GoMart. Go for good times, go for GoMart. With me now, I have head wrestling coach Dylan Cottrell. Coach, thanks for being here today.
Yep, excited to be back.
All right, Coach, this past weekend you had the GSU quad. You went 2-1 with wins over Lander and Gannon, but you fell to Grand Valley State. Just give me your overall thoughts on the weekend.
Yeah, I thought it went really well. We kind of talked on the last show that we wasn't going to wrestle all of our guys against Grand Valley, right? Mm-hmm. And that if we lost that one, it was okay. And so in that duel, we had 3 starters out. Grand Valley also wrestled really well, but I still think we could have won the duel, right? Mm-hmm. There was a couple moments there that were pretty key. That we lost some close matches that. You turn those the other way and you still beat number 12 team in the country, right, with 3 of your guys out, and 3 good guys. So, we didn't have Gavin, Guy, and we didn't wrestle Hayden in that one. So 2 number 1s in the country and number 2 in the country didn't wrestle in that duel. And your other guys step up and almost take down Grand Valley there. And then, the Hayden wrestled the other 2, but still you're a day without your one of your number 1s and number 2 in the country wrestlers. And you find a way to win 2 others. I was really happy in that Gannon duel, things were kind of snowballing on the bottom half. Mm-hmm. We had a little concussion scare with Colton and then, a couple other losses in those classes. And, Wiley Hauser was winning the whole match and ended up losing right at the end. And, and got pinned, right? So that's a big swing. That's a 9-point swing. And so the top half of those guys really got it going. Lorenzo Rajna Ravello had his, biggest win of the year. He kind of got us going there. He beat returning All-American Carino, and then Pummel gets a tech fall. Hammett goes out there, gets a tech fall, almost a pin. Nick Johnson gets a pin, right? And Casto does a good job of making sure, he lost the match, but made sure that he didn't give up the duel. Mm-hmm. And so really proud of the guys in the Gannon duel, how they wrestled back. We got to get that bottom half going. So some things there a little bit. And then the Lander duel was a lot more kind of what we're accustomed to. I think we shook off a little rust in those first 2. And that Lander duel, we were kind of clicking. Mm-hmm. And again, that's the number 8 team in the country. And you do that without 2 of your big starters. Was pretty happy with that duel. It's the first time we beat Lander, too, in the history of our program. So we went down there to their duels the last 4 years, 3 years, something like that. And honestly, taking some butt kickings, right? Mm-hmm. And so, it was cool to get them up here. It was cool to kind of get one back on them. They're a great team, and all 3 of those teams. Really, really great teams, coached by really good guys. A lot of respect for those coaches in their program, and I thought it was a really good day. And so are the other coaches. Right, those guys traveled a good bit, but I think they got out of it what they wanted. And so, hopefully can do some more stuff with those guys and bring them back for some more things in Glenville. But overall, very happy with how the guys performed. Really had some good momentum in that last duel with Lander, heading into now. Upper Iowa first in national duels.
Yeah, and you mentioned the national duels. You faced 3 ranked opponents this past weekend. It's not going to get any easier coming up at the NWCA national duels. You got Upper Iowa, who's number 24, and then you'll face either McKendree or West Liberty. And then, with the way the cards could fall, some more ranked teams. Just what are your expectations as you come into this coming weekend?
Yeah, just kind of the same thing as Midwest is, if we go there and win this thing, awesome. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking for individual good reps from our guys and getting better and seeing who really wants to lay it out there. Another great opportunity for our guys to get out there and wrestle the best guys in the country who they're going to see at the national tournament. Now, flip side of that, a lot of these duels I don't really care too much about because, it is an individual sport, but this is a dual national tournament, right? Mm-hmm. This is the national tournament for duels. So we're trying to go win this, and put our best foot forward. Have a good shot to do it. Upper Iowa right off the start. I think we could win all 10 weights. I also think it could be close if we go out there and don't get a good warm up, don't wrestle the way we can. And so that's wrestling on any day, right? You don't do it on paper. And so we're going to have to be ready to go, and then depending on the result, you get McKendree, who is number 5 in the country, or West Liberty, who's number 10. So that's tough, I still like that matchup, right? If we get through Upper Iowa, I like that matchup either side. You get through those, stay on the winner bracket, then you probably get St. Cloud, the number 1 team in the country. We don't see them anywhere. So for us, we really need to get to that semifinal to see them, right? No matter win, lose, or draw against them, we need to see them. We need to get our guys, get our hands on them. And so we need to do that, and I think we can beat them. I really do if we wrestle well. So we'll see. That's looking at a semi is pretty far away. I don't really like doing that. But with that team, it's someone that you want to wrestle. That's what we're going there for. We're going there to get a shot. We're number 2 in the country, but we got the 4 seed. And so, online, some people were complaining about it. And, Parkside, they're like number 3 and they got the 7, but it's a duel. Those rankings are based off tournament. I like it. I like the 4. I like where we're at. I like getting a chance if we wrestle 2 good matches to wrestle the number 1 team in the country. So that's, so pretty excited about that for our guys. And I think our guys are excited about that too.
And now going into this, you see some more ranked teams. Do you like the ability to be able to see these teams, like you said, maybe seeing the number 1 team in the country, for your guys to wrestle guys who they might see at the NCAA tournament? Do you like that ability to be able to do that?
Yeah, of course. That's why our schedule's so tough, right? I'm not a coach who hides and wrestles NAIA or D3 schedule for half the year, or ducks other people. I want to wrestle. To be honest, I know this. I've never said no to someone that's asked us to wrestle them, and I probably never will. Right? Whether it's a Division I, our guys need to wrestle. Right? I'm not trying to duck people. I'm not trying to, if we don't have someone that's wrestling, it's for a good reason. Right? And as a team, we're gonna go wrestle, right? If that means we lose, and my record on a duel is a little bit less, I don't care, right? My job is to prepare our guys for March, and the only way to do that is to put them in the fire, and we're gonna do that consistently as long as they're healthy, right? If they're healthy and ready to go, and it makes sense, they're gonna wrestle, and we're gonna bring our A game and bring the fight.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on in. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item. And as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to GoMart.com for more details.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pioneer Coaches Show presented by GoMart. With me, I have head men's basketball coach Bob Bolen. Coach, thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Jagger.
All right, Coach, you came back from the break with a 75-53 win over Penn State Mont Alto on Saturday. You had 5 in double figures, and you were led by Don Cologne Lewis's 20 points. Just your thoughts overall on the win.
We didn't shoot the ball extremely well, but our defense has been consistent lately. We were able to force 24 turnovers. We did work all week on some full court defense, and I thought that helped speed the game up a little bit. But we're going to have to shoot the ball better than that to get conference wins.
And now coming into this week, you'll have Davison Elkins and West Virginia Wesleyan. D&E returns all-conference guard Sam Roll IV. I know he had a late season injury last year, but just overall, what have you seen out of the Senators thus far?
Well, I mean, they're really good. They beat us both times last year. I know before Christmas, Roll had another injury, and I don't know if he's back. But, I mean, he's a solid all-conference player. They brought in a 4-man that really shoots the ball well. And their backup point last year is very similar to Roll. And I know they're a quality team. They play fast. They shoot a lot of threes, and when they're on, they're just really hard to beat. We haven't figured it out yet, but, we got a game plan for Wednesday, and that was probably the home game last year was probably our worst game of the year. We were up late, and they came back and won, and, that was a hard one right there. But, we're prepared this year. We're ready to play and and looking forward to the challenge.
And then you'll finish out the week at West Virginia Wesleyan on Saturday. But, Coach, we appreciate you coming on today, and good luck this week.
Okay, thank you, Jagger.